I messed up by letting my coworker move in with me. Would you guys let any of your coworkers move in with you? I guess if you have work friends, you might, right? No? Maybe? This story came December 22nd, 2022. As the title says, I effed up by letting my coworker move in. Throwaway because of reasons. I won't bore you with the details of how, but I'm a widow, aged 38. My heart. After losing my husband 10 years ago, I decided to transfer to a different state in my career. I sold our home for a tiny profit, bought a good-sized 4-bedroom house, and I started new. I've been in this area for 7 years and never really dated. I went on some coffee dates, but nothing that made me want to stop wearing my ring. I know I'm kind of sad still wearing it even after my husband is long gone, but I never felt the need to remove it. I don't think that you're sad for that. Like, that's so beautiful to me because it just shows the love that you had there with your husband. After losing my husband and having uterine cancer soon after made me infertile, I just decided to coast. Enter my coworker Jason, fake name, who transferred in a year ago. He's in the middle of a nasty divorce. His parents live close and they want to sell and move to a warmer climate, but not until the end of the year. Rent and housing had obviously skyrocketed, so I offered him a bedroom in my home. He mentions he can't because he has 2 little girls, 6 and 7, and his wife wants everything but them, and she's willing to sign over rights as long as she gets their house. Doesn't want them as in the children? That 2 little girls, right? I'm not thinking like it said cats. He's 2 little girls. I'm gonna bite my tongue on that. Well, it's been 9 months and it's been amazing. Unfortunately, I have fallen in love with him and the girls. Oh, that is not where I saw this story going. My house finally has sounds of happiness instead of echoes of loneliness. I haven't felt like this since my wedding day when I got married at 18, and I am so scared. I tried squishing down my feelings, but I couldn't. I threw myself back into the dating game and I tried going out as much as possible, every time leading to disappointment. Jason came to me last month and advised that his parents are moving at the end of this year and he would finally be out of my hair. His parents would be letting him move into their house and he and the girls would have their own place. I congratulated him and offered to help pack the house and decorate the girls' new rooms. Well, he was able to move in last weekend, hence where I effed up big time. The last day he and the girls were here, I made a huge goodbye dinner. As the girls climbed into his car to go to their home, I hugged him probably too long and went to kiss him on the cheek. He went to do the same and well, we missed. I kissed him and he kissed me. And neither of us pulled away until one of the girls made an ew screech from the car. Are we in a rom-com right now? I mumbled to drop my key off under the mat when he was ready to, and I closed the door on him. He knocked and asked if we could talk later, but I didn't open it to respond. I had taken this week off anyway for Christmas, and I'm avoiding his texts and calls. My voicemail is full from him. I go back to work Tuesday and will be seeing him, and I'm dreading it. Oh yeah, you guys work together. Right. Yes. I'm just so caught up in the love story. I'm forgetting. Yes. Coworkers. We have some updates. The first one came on Christmas Eve, December 24th, which was 2 days later. This will be difficult to explain, but I hope I can make it easy to understand. My husband and I were basically born to be together. We had known each other from nursery school. I fell in love with him before I even knew what love was, and I stayed in love. We got married at 18 and 19. We were planning a future. We had bought a house. We had career goals. We had retirement goals. When I lost him, I felt like I lost a lifeline. My time with him wasn't enough. It would never be enough. I had what everyone wants and deserves, and it was taken away from me. Just understand how freaking unfair that is, okay? I can't even get into it. You guys know I will start crying because I watch this with Matt's dad every single day. My heart aches for everyone who experiences that loss. After some heavy thinking and drinking, I came to the conclusion that when it comes to Jason, with him living here, it was the life I should have had by now. I should have had my husband here with me. I should have had the 2 kids we planned on having in a house with noise and toys and laughter and cries and spats between siblings. This should have been my life. But the person there was the wrong person. It wasn't my 6'2" green-eyed monster of a man. And as much as I loved them, the girls weren't ours. I missed my husband, and I miss even more the life we were robbed of. Okay, I think this story is gonna make me cry. Oh my God, I thought this was like drama session. Oh my gosh. I hate loss and grief. And I so very feel for anyone who goes through it. Okay. Where's the entertaining drama? I don't want my mascara. Wow. Hello, highlight. I don't want my mascara to run. No, we're not gonna cry. We're gonna be happy. It's okay. We're gonna be happy. I think it was Betty White who said after her husband passed away, she wouldn't date or marry again because she had the best and nothing would compare. That's me. That's the truth. Absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, would compare to my husband. And right now, I don't want anything to compare to it. That's what I told Jason after reading the multiple texts of him just asking me to talk, saying that there was something we had and he didn't want to lose it, then him getting angry because I wasn't responding, then apologizing for being rightfully angry, then just asking if we could go back to being friends and forgetting that anything had happened. When I got that text, I put on my adult pants and I called him. I told him everything above. I told him everything I didn't mention here because it would be too revealing. I told him that he was freshly divorced or will be, and I wasn't the rebound type of person. I forgot that he was going through a divorce. Yes. Yes, that could very much be a rebound situation. You never know. He and his wife haven't even been separated for a year at this point, and with my insecurities and comparisons to my marriage, it wouldn't be fair for me to pursue anything right now, especially with him. He is fresh off the block here and is still hurt at his marriage failing. Because even though I think I fell in love with him, I need to confirm if it's with him specifically or just the life that I was supposed to have. Thankfully, he understood and thought that I was possibly correct in my assumption that he was jumping into something that we weren't ready for. He asked if we could still be friends, and I jumped at that option. I missed him, I missed the girls, I missed having meaning instead of just coasting. He asked if I could come over for Christmas. I bought the girls some presents from me and Santa, so I said of course, and I'll come over later tonight once the girls pass out. He seemed happy with this. I asked him not to tell the girls that I was coming over, and we could have that damn adulting talk that a phone conversation won't cut it for. He promised to slip the girls a Benadryl NyQuil chaser to make sure they stay asleep. I'm pretty sure he was joking. Yes, I'm sure he was. Although I have heard that that really knocks you out when you're sick. NyQuil, like even for adults, I've heard that NyQuil, like some people will take it if they just want to sleep. Don't shoot the messenger. I've just heard that a lot. Next update. It is December 31st. I'm finding it therapeutic to type this out. I spent the night at Jason's on Christmas Eve. We talked for hours until 2 a.m. It felt like home again. We both ended up falling asleep on the couch and the girls woke us up. We did breakfast, we did lunch, we did presents, we did dinner. When I finally left, I thought I had some closure. I noticed Jason was on his phone more often this week. Finally, I got it out of him. He downloaded some dating apps and had a hit. Not shocking, it was so soon. Jason is gorgeous, okay? He doesn't look like he's in his 40s. He is so strikingly good looking. I used to joke with him that he looks like a GQ model freshly stepped off the page. And he's funny, and he's smart, and he doesn't deserve to pine after someone who doesn't know what in the hell she wants because she never thought about it before. He asked me to babysit the girls so that he could go out on a New Year's date. I had to say yes, or whatever we talked about on Christmas Eve wouldn't have mattered. So here I am, alone on New Year's, drinking his fancy expensive scotch that we drank on Christmas that he got as a wedding gift because I had to charge something for his babysitting gig, and feeling some type of way because he's out there with someone else ringing in the new year, and he deserves to be happy, and I do too. I don't know why, but my heart is fluttering like I want to see them together. Maybe not now. I understand the timing, and it's such a complex situation, especially for her. But if the love is there, and it's the first guy and the first man she can see herself, and it's the first man she can see herself with after her husband and the kids, and it's like they have that family dynamic already. I'm like, My heart is like, it's a rom-com. I'm rooting for them. I want to see them end up together. Are you guys feeling that way, or is it just me? However, maybe since this is real life and we're not in a rom-com, you guys can shed some light if you have ever been in this situation. If you are a widower, if you know a widower, how that goes down the line, what it's like to try to re-enter dating, or if you don't want to do that. I would love to hear, only if you're comfortable, of course, people's experience of this. Or if you're fresh off a divorce, how soon did you start maybe looking again? The next update came January 5th. I posted here because I needed to vent and throw my FU at people so that they could see that even I could do something as silly as fall for someone I shouldn't have. Not when I still wore a wedding ring from someone who left me, very tragically I will add but not elaborate on, a long time ago. The ring told me my heart and soul still belonged to someone else even though I didn't have theirs anymore. I posted here because I needed to vent out everything. I needed to find myself closure. I needed to figure out why this man, whom you now all know as Jason, rocked my universe just by becoming a part of it. All right, so she's obviously like venting in multiple Reddit threads on Reddit. I was told to go for it and I excused it all with, no, I'm still a mourning widow who can't fathom taking her ring off. I theoretically clutched my pearls at such a thought. But you guys want to know the good part though, don't you? And you guys deserve to know it too, because if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be a good part. On Christmas morning, he was making breakfast. I came to the kitchen and had to do a double take. Granted, I was uncaffeinated, so in my sleepy state that I had expected to see my husband. But when he turned and smiled at me with a grin big enough to reach his eyes, I didn't feel sadness or disappointment that those eyes weren't green. That he didn't give me a cute smirk like my husband used to, but a whole smile with so much damn teeth. For real, Jason, you have so many teeth, and I, for one, am so happy your girls have your smile, and that you have great dental. It was then I realized I was wrong. I wasn't prepared to be wrong, to lose my grip on my pearls, so to speak. I just wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready to see someone else in my dreams. I sure wasn't ready for that someone else to be someone I considered my best friend for a long time. So when Jason had asked me to watch the girls so he could get a second date, to be honest, it hurt. I'm really happy that we're finding out more of her feelings on that situation. The truth is coming out. Even though I told him to move on, I was pissed he did because I didn't. I fumbled up an excuse about my sister coming over, but obviously didn't think it clear enough that my sister and her family usually head overseas during this time. Well, he found out that she wasn't gracing me with her presence and asking me why I lied. I just kind of said, oh, yeah, I'll watch the girls, no problem. But he said he already had a sitter and said he wanted to know why I lied. I said I didn't. I forgot. But lo and behold, when you live with someone, they pick up on your calls. Jason said, no, you're lying. I don't care if you can't, or even if you're not up for it. That's fine. Just be honest with me. I called him an a-hole and said I would be there. Just tell me the time. He said to come over for breakfast and we can talk about everything that is wrong with us like adults. Well, apparently that night he made a post and a few of you guys found some similarities that were a bit too convenient to be coincidental. Jason made a Reddit post about your situation? Oh, I am intrigued. So late that same night, I got a call from him, which I ignored twice. Third, a charm, and I proceeded to advise him where to stick a few choice amenities for waking me up. And he blurts out, "You named me after your cat?" Yes, I named my cat Jason. So now he's like, you gave me a fake name in your Reddit story and you used your cat? He's a seal point and he has a cute mask and he's the size of a small dog and looks at me like he wants to kill me in my sleep. I absolutely love him. So we talked for about a half hour or so until he said he had to see me, but he wasn't going to leave his girls alone that late and asked me to take a personal day tomorrow and said that he would do the same. I said no, but I can come over. He said only if I could stay the night. So I grabbed some extra clothes, put on my comfy bright pink bear cloth slippers. Yes, they are as magnificent as they sound. Filled the feeder for my chubby boy Jason and headed over. We talked until about 3 a.m. and he said he was going to take a personal day and said I should probably do the same. Well, at that point, you couldn't twist my arm fast enough, so I agreed to it and I went to grab some blankets, but he stopped me. He asked me if I could try sleeping in the same bed as him. The typical fare of he'd be over the covers, I would be under them. He promised wear clean underwear, yada, yada, yada. Color me surprised at agreeing with him and me crying for the first 20 minutes. My heart. And being held by somebody who didn't understand why, but understood that I just needed to freaking cry. Oh my God, that must be so hard. And then being held by someone because I needed it. And then being held by someone because I wanted it. And then being held by someone because they just wanted to. And yeah, I fell in love again. Okay? I freaking fell in love again. Except this time, I know what it is, and it was happening long, long ago, and I was just too scared to understand it. But I should have noticed something when he transferred in and I saw him for the first time. He was handsome, not even he can deny that, but when he smiled with all those damn teeth, he just became so much warmer and real, I guess. I felt like I had to be near him. Even when he made horrible dad jokes and gave himself heartburn with his spicy food addiction, but then refused to take responsibility for it. I lived for those moments, and when they were gone, I was absolutely miserable. I never knew how falling in love felt. My husband and I were born in love with each other, so I never experienced this before. So I was scared. And don't get me wrong, I'm still scared. I've been on theme park rides less anxiety-inducing than this. We agreed to take this one day at a time. We know we're going to have setbacks, and we know we're going to have to hide it from the girls for now, but I'm also transferring departments to keep things a bit more under wraps. But we're trying it. We are trying it. We're gonna make it happen. I'm in love with him. I have been. I just had no clue what it was. It felt like I was floating and was trying not to sink. And when I met the girls, I had no choice but to drown and just succumb to the peace. Now I'm scared because there are updates to this story. So now I'm panicking and I'm like, oh my God, they didn't work out. Why didn't it end there that they ended up together? No, please, please. Okay, we're hopping on hydration station real fast and then I'm gonna get to the updates, okay? I promise I will hurry. Cheers, drink your water. Are you guys on the edge of your seat like I am? I'm just so invested in this love story.
Every free minute of every day. I like to bug you.
She acts like she hates me, but she literally won't leave my side at the same time.
You're so cute. Lila, what cam are they going to use for this? Jaws cam or Lila cam? Or a team? What are you looking at? Oh, you hear the car outside? Oh, no. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute.
She loves sitting like this. People are going to think we're so weird, boo-boo. Okay, so the next update came just 10 days later, January 15th, 2023. It is with a very heavy heart that Jason officially, oh my God, it is with a very heavy heart that Jason officially has left me for Jason's girls. Jason the cat has left me for Jason's girls. Got it. Whew, I almost started panicking. While he and I are still taking it slow, we have come to the conclusion weekends are Jason's and Jason's only. Jason has adopted the girls as his own humans and appears pitifully sad when they aren't here. Personally, I believe it's the extra treats that they're giving him when their father and I aren't looking. Cats are so easily bribed and my chubby boy is no different. Tonight, the girls curled up watching Encanto on my sofa with Jason laying in between them. They are currently fast asleep and Jason is giving me the evil eye for even fathoming waking them up and then taking them to bed. The horror. Okay, so that was a happy update, a cute little moment into their lives, and now we have one that came a few months later. So my heart's still worried. This one came March 29th. We're meeting parents in a couple of weeks. I changed departments at our job to have a strict early morning shift while he was alternating shifts, so needing a sitter is a rare occasion, thankfully. Now I'm more nervous about meeting his parents. I know mine are happy. I found someone that made me as happy as my husband. He hasn't told me too much about his parents just yet. Might be a good time to ask. So for right now, we are just plodding along, enjoying our time, which makes me so happy. But we now have an update which came much later in the year, and it's from Jason. Jason updated his Reddit post on September 9th, 2023. So it says that Jason posted something in the Reddit thread vent with the title, "Ex-wife showed up on my doorstep and now my girlfriend wants to have a talk." Girlfriend meaning ROOP here, and the ex-wife. Oh no, if she ruins everything. Okay, so this is his post. "I'm divorced with 2 kids and my ex-wife didn't want them a part of her new life. It made the divorce quick but painful for mine. She's moved on with her new man and his own kids, and I've moved on with a new girlfriend who I'm in love with and my kids love. So there aren't any issues with that. To be fair with you, I never thought I would hear from my ex-wife again. She signed over the rights to mine and basically told me to lose her number and get her off any contact info. Killed my heart to slowly pull mine away, especially when they kept asking for her, but it is what it is. They've been in therapy since we moved out and they are adjusting well. It helps that my girlfriend is a saint too. Well, now my ex showed up on the front door to my house this past weekend and wanted to talk. When she rang the bell, my kids ran up and opened that damn door and just stayed quiet until I came around. My ex got a baby bump and she just stood there, smiling at us while rubbing her belly, and told me that she's due in 8 weeks and it's a girl." Before any of y'all start, no, it ain't mine, it is her man's. I asked my girl to head on to the back of the house and to get my girlfriend. They didn't even hug the woman in front of them, they just walked away. My ex tried speaking, I told her to be quiet until my girlfriend came by and sided along with me. My ex starts with asking how I've been, I just ask her to cut the BS and tell me what she wants. Her parents want to come down and help with the baby, but she ain't got room enough for her and her man and his kids, and another one on the way. So she asked if they could stay with me. Are you out of your damn mind? Okay, I need to keep reading. Move my kids into one room and them into the other. I told her absolutely not, and I asked her to leave. She begged a bit, stating that she was going to have to raise the kid alone since her man has to work extra to support all of them, and she ain't going to have help with the kid. I told her that ain't my damn problem and shut the door. I went to the back of the house to 2 kids sniffling. My girlfriend took them out while I stayed home and I fumed. Now my girlfriend wants to have a talk about this, and I know she isn't happy. What little she said, she's leaning towards letting them stay with me? What is happening? I don't know what to do, but we're talking tomorrow. I am just venting about this. My girlfriend and I haven't been together for a year yet, and this happens. I'm just trying to move on and make sure my kids are okay. Edit, I forgot to say my girlfriend and I live separately still. She's got her own place, so she can't exactly say what happens at mine. Wow. All right, did not see that coming. While there wasn't any written updates, apparently a Redditor has talked to Jason over social media. Jason's account was deleted on Reddit, but the latest update is we know that Jason has addressed OOP, which is named Hope, as his fiance and moved in with her. Okay. So we do have our happy ending. That obviously means that didn't happen. They got engaged. They lived together. Wow. I really need to know what you guys think about this story, because here I was literally feeling like I was in a rom-com. I was rooting for these characters and they're real people. I just want them to be so happy. I really do. Let me know your thoughts and feelings, and I might just be crazy and unstable. We already know that. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I will see you tomorrow.